This is one of my favorite topics, guys. I'm so excited to talk to you about this. This topic is the 3 subtypes of parental narcissism. If you feel a little bit cringy when I say that word, don't worry. I know that I was a parental grandiose narcissist, and knowing and seeing where you are being narcissistic, and it's not that you were and now you're not, and sometimes you might still be in your narcissism, but being aware of when you're focused on yourself versus being attuned to the child or the partner in front of you is the key to healing relationships. So let's talk about the 3 subtypes. Number 1, the grandiose subtype. This parent belittles, demeans their child, tries to control them, tries to suppress them, and thinks that their methods are the best methods. Can you identify with that? Generally, this comes from a deep sense of anxiety and a deep sense of shame of not being enough and not being adequate. The parent who trusts themselves will inherently trust their child. So if you are the grandiose narcissist and you feel like it's your way or the highway, know that this approach and belief system is alienating your child and causing them to move further and further away from you because they don't have room in your belief system, because your belief system is narcissistic. It is not relational. So there is no room for the other in that belief system. The truth is about relationships and healthy relationships is that it's never my way or the highway. It's always collaborative. And the statement that I love to say is, how can we make this better together? That is at the core of healthy relationships. It's about creative collaboration. Even with your child. Yes, your child, though he might be a little human, is not a lesser human. Okay, let's talk about the second subtype. The second subtype is the victim narcissist, the parent victim narcissist. The parent victim narcissist feels like everyone's against them, and they pull the life force energy of their child by guilting them. Guilt is a form of manipulation. And when they say, oh, you're not there for me, you don't call me, you don't do this for me, that's a form of guilting through manipulation. Are you a victim narcissist? Or perhaps your parent is a victim narcissist and you're a child victim of a victim narcissist. Now, this kind of parenting makes the child feel guilty. And as a result, children cannot have strong boundaries or do things to protect themselves or give themselves first because they're always feeling guilty. They're always feeling that if they give to themselves, this is not appropriate. And this is very far from the truth. One must support themselves and nurture themselves in order to have a healthy relationship. So victim narcissists unconsciously manipulate their child through guilting. If you're a victim narcissist, know that manipulating your child through guilting will lead them to have very, very unhealthy relationships in the future and will lead them to lose their sense of self and perhaps have outbursts of aggression and reactivity. And if you find outbursts of aggression and reactivity in your child, think, are you trying to manipulate them to do things? Are you trying to guilt them into doing things because you want them to do it or because you feel like you need them to do it? So that's the victim narcissist. Let's talk about the third subtype, which is the parent rescue narcissist. This is so common as a parental narcissistic archetype. The rescue narcissist doesn't trust themselves and doesn't trust their child, and they feel like they have to swoop in and rescue them at all times. As a result, they pull their child's problems, they steal their child's problems, they don't allow their child to have agency, to have problem-solving skills, and they will regress their child to a point where that when their child grows up, they take no responsibility, they have an entitled persona, and they feel so dysregulated when responsibility comes to them because their parents stole their problems. Don't ever steal your problems. Don't ever steal the problems of the child. And you might have a question, how do I know if it's my child's problem or my problem? Well, that's when attunement training comes into play, to learn how to do problem identification. If you are a rescue narcissist, this means that your validation comes from rescuing, from knowing that you did something for someone, because internally, without that, you don't have a strong sense of self-concept. Now, know that this is handicapping your child when you do the rescue narcissistic things, and know that this is causing your child to emotionally regress. If you want to know how to handle and deal and heal and reverse your parental narcissism, or you're a child victim of a parental narcissist, feel free to reach out to me, Dr. Blixey at tealdragon.org. And if this teaching resonates with you and you want to learn it in depth, you want to teach it to your families and teach it to your communities, please sign up to be a certified attunement specialist, in which you can go out and teach these concepts with love and show people how not to have enmeshed relationships and how to have beautiful, wholesome, loving, trusting relationships with themselves and with their children. Till next time.